good morning to all of you. Myself Soumya Tripathi, working as Assistant Professor in Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, which is being affiliated from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. In today's topic, I will going to elaborate in detail about the forest resource. In this, I will discuss here what is the introduction part of forest, how we are going to use our forest directly or indirectly, what are the drawbacks of our forest, how we are going to deplete our forest, all things we will discuss in detail here. Okay, let us start from the introduction part. The word forest is derived from a Latin word forestus, means outside, because as we all know that forest means, forest itself define that forest is spread in outside surrounding. So, a forest is an area with a high density of tree together with other plants covering a large area of land. Forest is covering so many area for land which comprises of all the tree, shrubs, herbs and other plants. So, forests are the home to 50 to 90% of earth species. And the next part which I am going to explain you, that the forests are one of the most important natural resource. In our previous slide, I have discussed you all the main important natural resource which we are gifted from our nature. So, forest is also a very much most important natural resource which we are taking from our nature. And the earth services which are essential for our life, they also give, these all things we are also taken from our forest. Originally, it is uncultivated and uninhabited village boundary consisting of natural plants. In our forest, we are not going to cultivate. We all know very well that the forest is not cultivated in a proper manner. In previous time, it is inhabited, basically the boundary consisting of villages, they all form the forest, that is tree and grasses. It means an association of plant, natural or cultivated, predominantly trees present in our forest. And what a forest is also in a defined manner, we can also say that a forest is a community of tree and associated organism covering a considerable area utilizing air, water and minerals. Means our forest is also utilize our natural resource. Our forest resource is also utilizing our natural resource, like they utilize air, they utilize water, they utilize minerals to attain the maturity, to develop for their growth, they utilize all the things, and to reproduce and capable of furnishing mankind with indispensable products and services. And the forest is also providing so many services to us also. So, it is a community of tree which utilize air, water, minerals to for their maturation, and they provide so many services to us also. Here we will discuss the use of forest. What are the direct uses? In this use we will discuss the direct uses of forest, and in the next slide we will discuss indirect. There are basically two type of uses which we are going to take from our forest resource. First is the direct, which we are taking directly from our forest, are called the direct use, and indirectly means in an indirect manner we are also utilizing our forest resource. So, here we can also say that we are utilizing our forest in different reasons, in different manner. Our forest is giving us so many things. Okay? One by one we will see how many things we are taking, we are going to adopt from our forest. Like first, they provide timber for house building, ship building, bridges, railway cartilage and furniture and so many things. Means they provide timber for making different items like building, bridge, railway, furniture and many more items we are taking from. Second is they supply firewood and charcoal for fuel in home and industries. In ancient time, the people can able to cook their food by the use of timber, by the use of wood. And nowadays there are so many one who are utilizing the woods for their different purpose. In industries we are also using. So this is also very important, this is direct use, we are going to directly depend on this thing. Third, they provide wood pulp for the paper and rayon industries. All the paper industries are using the wood from our forests. So it is also very important use. They provide honey for food and medicine. We are taking honey in a both way, as a medicine as well as for the food. So we provide medicine for both food and medicine. So it is also our direct use. Now the next point, they provide bee wax for candle, medicine and shoemaking. For different industrial purpose we are using our forest resources, like for making bee wax, for making candles, they provide bee wax for the candle making. Medicine, for medicinal purpose we are also taking so many items for our forest, like we are as if we see all the herbal drugs, all the herbal plants we are taking from our forest. Okay. So it is also very important for shoemaking activity, we are also depend on directly on our forest. They provide cans for the basket, mats, chair, rope, walking stick, umbrella stick, all the different items which we are using in our home, in our offices, all things we are taken from our forest resource. So these are the direct use of our forest. Next, there are also so many things. They provide rubber for the rubber industries. For rubber industry we are taking rubber from our forest. They provide bell ties for the preparation of sea cable and machine belt. They provide edible fruits. We are taking the edible fruits from our forest directly. They provide fibers. They provide grasses for the grazing of animal. For grazing of our animal we are taking, they are taking the grasses from the forest land. They provide tanning material in the form of wood, barks, leaf, root, fruit for the training hides and skin. So these are the direct uses of our forest. Now here we will see some of the indirect use of our forest. What are the indirect uses? How we are indirectly depend on our forest resource. First things I will highlight you that they stop the rain bearing wind and cause the rainfall. Our rainfall is totally depend on our forest resource. Means in one word we can also say that they are the regulation, they regulate our environment. Forest resource can regulate our environment for the rain, for the moisture, for the humidity and all these things. So here you see they stop the rain bearing winds and cause the rainfall, which is very much important for our life. They increase the moisture content in the atmosphere. The forest can increase the moisture content in our atmosphere, and thereby they provide precipitation, they provide the rainfall in the locality. They minimize the extreme variation in the climatic condition and make the climate more equitable. They can also control floods. Flood is also a natural disaster which we are facing. So they can control flood during the heavy rain by absorbing excess rain water. Forests, the plants which present in our forest can absorb excess amount of water in their roots and they can control flood. So for that reason it is also very much important. They prevent soil erosion. If our forest natural resource which is having a forest resource, if our forest resource is proper, if our forest resource is maintained, they can prevent soil erosion. And if our soil erosion is maintained, we have number of benefits on that they prevent soil erosion by checking the flow of running water. If the flood comes, then the soil erosion, they prevent the plants the plants present in our forest can hold maximum amount of water and they can prevent our flood, they prevent the soil erosion by checking the force of flowing of water. Now the third and the last point which we are going to discuss here, the thick root of tree absorb large quantity of water. The thick root means the plant, the tree which are present in our forest resource, they can absorb the large quantity of water. They can absorb maximum amount of water, and the forest help in the flow of river and stream in a proper manner. So, these are the indirect uses of our forest. Some other indirect uses are, they often hunting ground. This is very common to all, that they provide us hunting ground. They provide shelters to the wild animal and birds. This is also very simple, that the forest resource provides shelter to our wild animal and other and birds also. They provide sanitary condition of a place. They maintain a very cool environment in that particular area where there is a forest present. They are a source of revenue to the government, as they facilitate the human existence by providing oxygen to the human being and absorbing carbon dioxide by us. So, it is also very much important point which I have mentioned here, that they provide O2 to the human being, oxygen, they provide oxygen to us, and they can absorb carbon dioxide which is given by us. Now, they provide employment to the large number of people in different capacities. They are also providing us the employment, they are also providing us the services in different manner, like woodcutter, carrier, officer post, all these things. So many posts are also available in our forest resource. So, this is also a very important point of our forest resource. Now, here we will discuss depletion of forest resource. We have to focus, our last aim is to conserve our forest resource. Before conservation, we have to highlight the point where we are facing problem, like depletion of forest resource. Depletion means, the history of depletion of forest is as old as man himself. It is not very burning topic, it is not the coming topic that it is depletion is only in that era only. It is in previous, in our older generation, the depletion is also there, but the difference is little more. You see here, the difference is little more differ from old generation to the coming generation. That in the older people, the people are going to deplete. Here I have mentioned also that the exploitation was balanced through the natural growth of forest, because at that time the exploitation was only for the personal and community purpose. In ancient time, for the older time, the exploitation was only for two reasons: for personal survival and second for the community settlement. But nowadays, in the recent year, in our current year, the exploitation of forest have been for so many years, for so many large scale, for so many reasons, like we are exploiting our, we are going to deplete our forest resource, one for the agriculture land, second for urbanization, industrialization, for the settlement, for the economic growth. So, there are so many reasons we are going to exploit, but in the ancient time the people are going to deplete only basically for the two reasons: one for their personal use, they have not a proper place to settle down, and for the community settlement. So, this is the basic difference which we are seeing. Now, the scales of depletion of forest resource. There are so many scales for the depletion of our forest resource. First is expansion of agriculture. Why we are going to deplete? Here I am going to explain you that why we are going to deplete our forest resource. There are so many reasons which I have listed here, that due to this reason we are going to deplete, we are going to cut down our tree. First, for the expansion of agriculture. Firstly, for agriculture purpose, for taking agriculture land, we are going to cut our forest. Okay. More forests have been cleared for agriculture. This is clear. Now, the second point, the large area of forest land have been cleared for urbanization. Second, for urbanization and human settlement. For the settlement, for the proper settlement of human, we are going to cut down a large number of our forest resources, our tree for the settlement purpose. Third is forest fire. Fourth point is mining activities. We are perform so many mining activities in our forest, for that we have to cut down our tree. And there are certain diseases, forest disease can also play a little role responsible for the depletion for our forest. But basically I will say that only the exploitation, the depletion is done basically for 2-3 reasons. First is for taking agriculture land, second for urbanization, third for the human settlement, forest fire is also one of the major reason, and lastly the mining activity is also a basic reason for the depletion of our forest resource. Here we see some of the adverse effect of depletion of tree. What are the adverse effect when there is a large cutting of tree? We see there are so many adverse effect we are also going to feel, we are also going to have so many adverse effect by depletion of tree. First is it has contributed to the rise in temperature. Our temperature is going to disturb. Okay. So, this is the first reason. Second, it has contributed to the lesser precipitation. When we feel the lesser precipitation, then it will also hamper our rainfall activity. Okay. Now, it is responsible for increased rate of soil erosion. How soil erosion causes? I have discussed that the soil erosion is tightened, the capacity of soil is tightened only by the number of tree which we are seeing, which we are growing in our forest. So, if we are going to cut down all the tree, if we are going to disturb our forest, then it will also affect the quality of our soil, the soil erosion can occur, and if the soil erosion can occur, it will give rise to so many factors. Okay. So, we have to preserve, we have to protect, we have to maintain the soil erosion also. It is responsible for increase in the frequency and volume of flood. Volume of flood can also be disturbed, flood can also be occur, because if flood occurs, the presence of more number of tree can absorb maximum water from our water, and they will prevent our flooding condition. And if there is no tree, we cannot absorb the water from our river or stream, so flood can occur. So, by cutting a tree, we face so many things, like we are facing the lesser precipitation, soil erosion also occur, flood also occur, soil capacity is also degrade, land degradation we face. So many things, so many adverse effects we are going to have from our depletion of our forest. Okay. It is responsible for the loss of biodiversity. Biodiversity is also lost by the depletion of our forest. It has lead to the extinction of several species. So many species are going to extinct from our forest. So many species as well as animal are going to extinct, they will lose. Okay. It has caused imbalance in our ecosystem, and after all our ecosystem is also going to imbalance. So, we have to focus on the, we have to have a key observation on our forest resource. In this slide we will discuss here the conservation. In our previous slide we have seen that by depletion there are so many factors we are facing, there are so many challenges which we are going to face. So, we have to focus on the conservation, how we are going to conserve, because by conservation we can regulate so many things, we can manage so many things, and these are in our favor also. So, the first thing which we see here, that it regulate the planned cutting of tree, we have to regulate. First we have to focus on the regulation part, we have to maintain a strict rule, we have a planned manner of cutting tree. If we are going to cut one tree, instead of one tree we have to plant 2-3 plants in in the place of one tree. So, in a planned way we have to cut. Okay. Next is control over forest fire. We have to control on our forest fire. Last, reforestation. Afforestation should also be improved. Check on forest clearance for the agriculture and human habitation and settlement. We have to stop, we have to ban on the forest clearance, because if we are going to clear our forest for these things like agriculture, human habitation and settlement, we are going to deplete our forest. So, we have to check on that, we have to ban, we have to stop the people who are going to check on our forest clearance for these purpose. For the agriculture purpose we have to stop, for human settlement in that particular zone we have to stop, that we have not allow anyone for the settlement in that particular area, and all the things we have to check. Development green belt around the city, we have to focus, we have to educate, we have to impart our surrounding, our coming generation, that we have to focus on the green belt. Around the cities we have to improve the greeneries, so that it can improve our soil holding capacity and all these things. Check on the mining activities, we have to stop the mining activities in that particular area, in the forest resource, the forest where the forest is situated, we have to stop the mining activities, because by doing the mining activities we are also suffering so many problems. Protection of existing forest, the forest which is exist in that time, we have to protect them, we have to save that forest, otherwise if they are going to deplete, if the present forest is going to deplete, we will face many problems. So, to avoid that we have to protect on that. Conservation of threatened species of tree, we have to focus on the conservation of the species. Now, here we see deforestation. Deforestation means cutting of tree. So, this is also a problematic reason for us. So, it means reckless or large scale felling or cutting of tree by man for the commercial and other purpose, we have to stop. We have to check on that reckless cutting of tree. The FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization of UN, define the change of forest with depletion of tree crown covers more than 90%, and in this there are so many causes of deforestation. As we see, why we are going, what are the causes of deforestation are: desertification is also a main reason. Second, soil degradation and soil erosion, it is also a cause of deforestation. Loss of vegetation cover, destructions of natural habitat and loss of wildlife, change in the climatic condition, environmental pollution, damage to ecosystem, reduction in soil moisture, all these things which we are facing as a cause of deforestation. Like the loss of vegetation cover, we are facing destruction in the natural habitat which we have provided from the nature, they are also going to destruct. Our climatic condition is going to change, environmental pollution is going to increase, like air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, all these will go to increase. Damage to ecosystem, our ecosystem is going to damage day by day. Moisture, the soil moisture capacity is going to reduce. So, these are the main causes of deforestation. When we are going to cut a maximum number of trees, these are the causes we are going to face. Now, how we are going to control it? If anything occurs, if we are facing any problem, then our next step is to control that problem. So, we will discuss here how we are going to control that deforestation. Once it occurs, we have to control on that. So, the prevention of human settlement in the forest area, we have to prevent the human settlement, we have to ban the human settlement in the forest area, because if we are going to ban, if we are going to prevent the human settlement in the forest area, we will not cut the tree, and by this way we can save our forest. Check on expansion of agriculture in the forest land. If we are going to stop the agriculture expansion in that particular area, we are going to save our forest. because if for the expansion of agriculture we have to cut down the tree, and when we are going to cut down the tree, we are going to exploit, we are going to deplete our forest resource. So, we have to check on, we have to stop on the expansion of agriculture. Prohibition of setting up of agriculture into forest land, check on reckless cutting of tree. We have to stop the unnecessary cutting of tree in the forest area. So, this is also a control measure we are going to adopt. Controlling mining in forest area, we have to set a strict rule that no mining should be there in our forest area. So, a strict rule should be set up for the mining purpose also in that particular area. Check on construction of large dam in the forest area, we have to check, we have to stop the construction of large dam in our forest area. Control on overgrazing, overgrazing should also be stopped. Now, what are the impacts of deforestation? There are so many impacts of deforestation, like erosion of topsoil, the topsoil is going to erode, flood will occur, extinction of plant and animal species will going to extend, local climate change will occur, global warming we will also face global warming problem, loss of livelihood of local communities. Now, the conservation of forest can be done by stopping destruction of forest. We should stop the destruction of forest, use of sustainable forest management approach. We have to focus on how we are going to manage our forest resource. This is the basic reason, this is the very much important point, that we have to use a sustainable forest management. Sustainable forest management approach we have to follow, we have to impart this knowledge to other also. Research and training programs should be also be done on that particular point. Proper planning of whole landscape, we have to plan all the landscape which is present in that forest area in a proper manner, not only for the forest in isolation. Thank you.